All right, thank you so much, Mr. Arcturian. If we're done here, I'm going to take us on to our next destination.
Thank you.
All right, and 3, 2, 1, be there now. All right, Ursula, what are we looking at now? What do you see?
Okay, I don't see anything.
Okay. Do you sense anyone or anything around you?
No.
Okay. Do you have a body? Look at your hands, look at your feet. Tell me if there's anything there.
I seem to be a body, but
Okay. What do your feet look like?
small.
Okay. Is there anything on them?
Like look like little silver shoes.
Okay. And what do your hands look like?
Like the feet.
So they're like people hands, but very small?
You can't. No, they're not like people's hands.
Huh? Tell me, describe them to me. How are they different? I can't see what you can see. Help me out.
I don't know how to describe. It's like a segment of a circle, but not coming to a central point.
Okay. Okay. So there's no fingers.
No.
Okay. Interesting. What color?
Silver.
Okay. Any energy radiating off this or anything?
Mm.
Do you feel mechanical? Is it metallic?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
The legs and arms look like sticks.
They look like sticks?
Yeah.
Our minds have got to get around so much today.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so we can say that the being that you are now is a generally happy being. We can feel that good energy coming off, so that's good. And would you say that you are male or female? Or neither?
Probably neither.
Okay. And can you tell what your face looks like if you were to hold up a mirror?
Look almost like a ladybug.
Like a ladybug.
Almost like, yeah.
How many arms and legs do you have?
I only have 4.
Okay, well that's good. Just being safe.
But I
Anything
still
on the
look like a ladybug.
back? Okay. Any antennas?
No,
Okay.
I don't understand this figure at all.
So we've got hands with no fingers.
Yeah.
We've got sticks for arms and legs,
Yes.
and a ladybug's face.
A ladybug's body.
And a ladybug's body. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there like do you have spots on your back too? Then do you have wings?
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Open your wings. Fly around a little bit. Tell me what it feels like. Have you ever flown before?
Oh, yes. I've flown before.
Oh, okay. Because you're used to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you are familiar with this body. You have been here before and you remember it.
Yes.
Okay. And how long has it been?
Don't know.
Okay. Let's take a. And so, are you flying right now?
Yes.
Like, do your wings like flap really fast, like a hummingbird's wings, or are they like slower and you just glide?
Oh, very fast.
Very fast, okay.
Yes.
And do you feel like you are as small as a ladybug? How big are you?
Ah, I'm as big as I need to be.
Right, so whatever size, okay. I want to look around, and we're going to take a moment to just turn in 360 and just tell me the first thing that catches your eye.
A fairy.
You're a fairy?
A fairy.
All right. I heard that they don't like fairies, that they like to be called the fae. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and so, Mrs. Faye, what do you feel called to explore today?
Just joy.
Joy?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a very happy feeling about you then.
Yes.
We noticed that right off the bat, huh?
Yes.
And this is a place you've been before and you remember very easily too, so you could always remember this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we got love and fearlessness, purity, and we have joy that we can visit anytime we want. How nice is that?
It's wonderful.
Yes. And, um, are there any friends around? Anybody that would like to step forward and talk to us and tell us a little bit about being a fae?
Yes.
Okay. And who has stepped forward? Can you describe them?
This is mm, this is a female.
Female. Okay.
Yes.
And looks like a fae also.
Yes.
Okay. And thank you so much for coming and saying hi to us, Miss Faye. Do you have a name that we can call you by?
Glory.
Oh, what a beautiful name. Thank you, Glory. Glory, do you know our friend Ursula? Do you remember her? Are you friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your relationship to Ursula?
We're sisters.
Sisters, okay. And what's her name in this time and place? Is it different?
Amaranth.
Say it again.
Amaranth.
Amaranth, okay.
Yeah.
Amaranth, okay. And Glory, do you and Amaranth have any other siblings?
Yes. Lots. Lots. Lots.
Lots and lots, okay.
Oh yes.
So like all the fays are related?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we like it. And now, instead of thinking this in terms of a time or a place, what dimension are we on right now, Glory?
12.
12? Oh my goodness. That is way up there. And is this where you normally reside, Glory?
Yes.
Okay. Do you go back down to the other dimensions at all, or do you pretty much stay in the 12th?
We float around.
Okay. And do you have like a mission or a purpose or goal or job? Or I mean, what do you do?
We're unconditional love.
Okay. And so you just have to be and radiate that unconditional love,
Absolutely.
and it goes down from the 12th into the other dimensions, and they kind of like feed off it and pick it up or something.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. So your real job is just to be. That's all you have to do.
That's right.
Wow, that's so awesome.
Mhm.
Okay. Or do you happen to be one of Amaranth's guides?
Yes.
Okay. So in this life is Ursula. Does she ever hear you talking to her or tickling at her or anything?
No, she's been so sad.
She speaks with you? Okay.
No, she's been so sad.
She what?
She's been so sad.
Oh. And so you're here to help with that today?
Yes.
Okay. That's great, great, great. Um, yeah, before we get started, I wouldn't mind. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Okay. And it seems silly asking somebody who's unconditional love, right? Of course, they're going to say yes. Um, is there any message that you would like to give to Ursula Amaranth today?
Laugh.
Okay.
Just laugh, 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 laugh.
So she should laugh more often
Yes, yes,
and have more fun.
yes,
Okay. Now, you said you were one of her guides, right?
yes.
So that means that if she is down on earth and having a regular day and she goes out and does something that is fun and it makes her laugh, then you would get to enjoy that and share it with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Um, what does she do that is your favorite thing to share with her that makes you the happiest when she does it?
Music.
Music?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so far today, we have learned that her voice is currently tuned to 440, that it's possible to tune it to 432 hertz, but it is not possible for her to tune her recorder flute thing to 432. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So she should, if she wants to embody that 432 vibration, which helps people, then she should stick more to singing, right?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. And is there any guidance you can give her towards using her singing to try to help and heal people?
Yes.
Talk to
She's
me.
huh?
Talk to me. Tell me about it,
Talk
Glory.
to you. Talk. She can sing.
Okay.
She can sing. She can channel.
She could
Channel the
channel.
light music.
Channel light music.
The light language music.
Light language music. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's super cool.
She she does it already. She just doesn't. She's just not confident that she's doing it.
Oh, right, because she thinks she's just talking gibberish or something, huh?
She sings to the baby that she looks after.
Oh, and does she use the light language when she does that?
Yes, she does.
Okay. And is there a way for her to connect to that light language better so that she knows it and she could just, talk to anybody in light language if she wanted to anytime?
It should be opening up soon.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Because a process like this it helps with the remembering, huh?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And I wanna focus on this light language singing a little bit. You say that she channels it when she does it. Is that right?
Yes.
Who is she channeling, or what is she channeling? I mean, you can't just channel music, right? It has to be coming from somewhere.
Yes.
Can you explain that to me? I mean, is it coming from source or her higher self? Is it coming from you?
It's coming from her innate knowledge.
Innate knowledge. Okay.
Yeah.
So in a sense, she's channeling her own remembering, almost like maybe a part of the Akashic record. Is it associated with that?
Uh, possibly.
Okay. Okay. But it's really what it boils down to is innate, a part of her.
It is a part of her.
Right. And it doesn't matter anything other than that.
No.
And that means that she can do it whenever she wants because
Yes.
it's a part of her.
Yes.
Okay. And if she were to sing in light language and maybe it wasn't to a baby,
Mm-hmm.
to, like, for instance, she was to sing to me in light language, I would think, well, that sounds weird. But you know what I mean? Is that something that would be appropriate for her to do?
She has to set her intent.
Mm-hmm.
When she sings to the baby, she's telling the
Mm-hmm.
baby to go to sleep.
She's helping the baby what?
Go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Oh, so she could use it in her healing.
Yes.
And what about, how does this tie into the crystals that are all in her energy field now? Will they make the crystals kind of vibrate or something when she's singing in light language? Is she going to glow? Tell me, how do they go together?
She does glow.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yes, the crystals will vibrate more as well. Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. You know, she wants to become a healer. She
Yes.
wants to use her natural gifts. We're really learning what those gifts are today, and it's the way it's all coming together. It's starting to feel like she needs to just invent her own modality. She doesn't need to go out and learn a new one. What would you
Right.
say to that?
Oh yeah, she's her own self.
Right. So she's got her own style and her own modality, and she can just bring together all of the elements and things that we've learned today to make her own way of healing people. She doesn't need to study anywhere else, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's studying to remember. She has studied a lot, but she's
hmm
studying to remember.
hmm hmm Right, because she already knows everything. Is there any other modality that she's just kind of scratched the surface of that you think she should dive deeper into, or something that she hasn't started on yet that would be beneficial to her remembering?
She's pulling together a lot of different threads.
hmm
She's got the light and she's got the sound.
hmm Which are both forms of vibration.
Right.
hmm
She knows now that she definitely can. She can feel the healing energy passing through. She knows that now.
Okay. How about
She's
the
got
vision to see?
the vision to see is coming.
Okay. Okay.
It is coming.
Okay.
She will have that.
Okay. And if she were to just to probably be in contact with Rashana May, then that would be the best way to develop that, I would guess, or just to wait for it.
Wait for it.
Okay. Okay. You know
Yes.
what? As humans, we want to push everything, right? We
Yes. No,
do.
it's not push. It's got
Okay.
its own rhythm.
Right. So it's just to
She's
allow.
doing an awful lot of work at the moment.
Okay.
She's doing incredible amount of
Okay.
clearings and activations,
Okay.
and it's you can't overload the system, otherwise you'll break down.
Right. 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 So instead of pushing forward, the best thing to do at this time would be to just lay back, allow, trust the process.
Yeah.
And she will be guided if she needs to be moved forward in another direction.
She's continually guided and she's following the guidance.
Perfect.
She says that she doesn't hear, but she hears because she's doing what she needs to do.
Right. Um, and so the BQH that she's been studying or getting ready to practice, should she start practicing that, or will that kind of get in the way of the other things she's learning?
There's a purpose in the BQH.
Mm-hmm.
And the purpose is for her to learn how to guide another into meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So she can play with that for a while.
Okay. So it's
But
just kind of like a little piece of the puzzle, and something that's going to help her to do her thing better.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Right. Because we were talking earlier about maybe guiding people into meditation and then taking them to the crystal temple on Lemuria, right?
Right.
And then they could just get healed there.
Yes, that's good possible.
That's possible. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to try and read too much into everything. I hate putting ideas in her head. We want it to unfold, and we want your guys' ideas in her head. But just trying to make sense of everything that we've seen and heard today.
She has an angel team around her.
Angel team. Okay. So
Yes,
they'll
and they're
guide.
there. They want to help as well.
Okay. What does the angel team want to do?
See, the angels themselves have their own songs.
Oh, so that's why there's several of them. They each have like their own tone.
Yeah, they have their songs.
Oh, songs. Okay.
They have to be brought through.
Okay. So she would channel those as well. And are those in the light language?
Yes, it's an angelic light language.
And okay. So that's different than the musical light language.
It's both.
Okay.
It's musical and spoken.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out if she knows more than one light language or if all light language is the same. I'm just
No, there's many light languages. And she does know more than one.
perfect. Thank you. That's what I was getting the feeling of, and I just wanted to dial it in there.
Yes.
Are you offering her some form of healing right now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And what is being worked on and healed right now?
We're just lightening her up.
Right, because we've gotten rid of so much stuff sometimes it leaves gaps and we need to fill it back up with light and love, huh?
Yes. And laughter.
And laughter, okay. Well, we love that.
Yes.
Yeah, I could just kind of see that you guys, or that you were working on her a little bit there, and I was just curious what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting and enlightening for myself as well. Gloria, is there a message that you would like to give to the people of Earth or anybody that might be watching this video at a later time and maybe have been drawn here by their higher self for some reason?
Laughter is wonderful medicine. Embrace it, bring it into your life. You have all got such a long journey ahead of you. Awakening, it's painful at times, it's trying at times.
Right.
Make room for laughter.
Right.
It will
Try not to
shift
be in a
it.
hurry.
Don't be in a hurry, but make room for laughter. It will shift your energy quicker than anything else will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So often I hear about, I'm sorry, were you going to say something else? Okay, good. I want to make sure I wasn't interrupting. Sorry if I was. So often we hear about how people need to live from the heart. And I think so often they think that that means that you just have to go out and love everything all the time. But another way to do that is through laughter, right?
You can't laugh except through the heart.
Right. So whenever you're laughing, you're opening your heart in a way.
Always, because laughter is one of the most genuine emotions that you ever have.
Right. And so the more you laughed, the more open your heart is.
Yes.
Okay. And then when that heart is open, other things can happen for you, right?
Yes.
It's kind of like a stepping stone in a way.
Yes.
Wonderful. Can you say what comes next after the heart?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's a stepping stone. Sometimes I see people are saying that they will come into these sessions and they want to just jump from where they're at to the end, and skip all the fun steps in the middle. And maybe they will say, how do I open my third eye? And I think, well, you open up your heart and then it'll open itself. Am I thinking that right?
Not really, but it's fine.
They're not necessarily related.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Well, no wonder I'm confused.
Yes. The heart is where source enters into.
Mm-hmm.
Source energy commutes with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And so all powers come from your heart. All vision, all hearing, all love, all everything comes from the heart. So yes, you open your heart and you open your eye, but not really, because
But
it's not
everything else too.
Well, you see, there are some people who are not meant to use the third eye in this lifetime. It's
But
not
they
a
can still
skill.
laugh.
Yes. It's not a skill that they necessarily need. Everybody has a different journey. And everybody opens up the abilities that they need now. When they leave this incarnation, they'll find all of the abilities are there waiting for them. But they're not all needed in this lifetime now. And they're just a distraction if they come into focus.
Oh, yeah. It'd take them off their path in a sense, because now they've got so many new things to look at when they were already looking at the right things.
Exactly. exactly. So opening the heart doesn't necessarily open the third eye because they're not necessarily meant to open the third eye.
Perfect. Okay. And in a sense, if you did, it might kind of spoil some of the fun of it too, right? Like take some of the
Absolutely.
mystery out of things, which is what you came here for.
Right. And
And
the journey is everything.
right. So we don't want to skip steps at all. That would defeat the whole purpose.
Right.
Okay.
And
So
there's such joy in becoming. Why rush it and make it one joy when you can have a lifetime of joy?
we're all so afraid we're going to die tomorrow or something, right?
And if you do, the joy continues.
Right. Good point. Just come right back down as soon as you want, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, I sure love this 12th dimensional energy you got, Gloria. It's just wonderful. Hey, do you want to? Well, I mean, I don't want to. You want to answer some of the questions that she had for her higher self, or should we wait till her higher self comes in?
We can have a look.
You can have a look. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just a minute here. Let's have a look. Yeah, any ones you can't answer, we'll save for later, anyways. And I think so many of them we've already answered, anyways.
Yes.
Okay, so one of the questions she has is she had lived in fear all of her life, ever since she was a little baby. She would like to have that fear removed. I think we've done that already today, haven't we?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and what we learned was that stemmed all the way back to that happened on Sirius, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so now that we've gone there and we've seen it and we've cleared it and learned how brave she really is, she can move forward. All right. She says she'd like to know who she is, why she is here on earth at this time, and what her purpose is other than just to love and serve. I told you, I said you might get laughed at for that. He's like, I already know what they're going to say. But anyways, if there's anything you could add as far as her mission or purposes, that would be nice.
Oh, no. She knows.
She knows. All right. Oh, hey, how about this one? She says she has seen a magnificent dark blue dragon in her meditations and her dreams. Is that a guide? Is it supposed to bring her a message?
That's her. That's herself.
That's her?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Does she used to be afraid of things?
Yes. She's a dragon.
Does it breathe like fire out of its mouth or anything?
No,
Electricity? What? Just big?
She is so full of power. That's why she's afraid sometimes too.
Oh, like she might hurt somebody by accident or something?
Yes.
Interesting.
That's herself though.
So this dark blue dragon, is it her higher self? Is it a former aspect of herself? How does it relate to what she is now as Ursula? Is it a guide?
It's part of her multidimensional being.
Okay. So basically she's living two lives simultaneously or more, but one of them is Ursula and the other is the dragon.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And so the dragon, I'm going to guess that it spends most of its time on another dimension then?
Yes.
What dimension?
18.
18?
Mm.
Wow, that's amazing. What can she do to integrate this dragon into her daily life more? How should you use the messages of this dragon and then the lessons of it?
She has cosmic dragon energy attunement, Reiki attunement.
She's already done it?
She's done she has been granted the cosmic dragon energy attunement.
Oh, that's why she started seeing it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it had been there all along, but she didn't know about it until she got this one attunement. And then all of a sudden the dragon starts showing up. She never put one and one together that they had anything to do with each other.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So this dragon, which is a part of herself, does it want to be used in the healing?
She does healing work for Gaia.
For Gaia? Tell
Yes,
me
she
about
does.
that.
She works with the Alchemy Collective.
The Alchemy Collective.
Collective, yeah.
Are those dragons?
No, well,
Some.
the Alchemy Collective themselves are not dragons, but
Mhm.
the dragons, mythical creatures,
Mhm.
angels, archangels, star
Mhm.
beings,
Wow, nice
all work,
company.
all work together to
Okay.
create different like grids for the earth and
Mhm.
to pour
Mhm.
harmony into the earth,
Mhm.
to be conduits for the divine feminine.
Mhm.
All the things that are happening on the earth right now.
She's part of that Alchemy Collective.
She works with the Alchemy Collective.
So is she doing this as a part of a parallel life, or is this what she does when she sleeps? Or what?
No, she does that consciously. She does that every week.
Okay.
It's one of the things that she's been doing for some time now.
Okay.
But
And
she works with the dragons all the time.
okay.
And the whales and the dolphins.
Oh my goodness, that's so wonderful.
Yes.
Okay. And another thing maybe for Gaia is just like it seems like there's a lot of stuff that's kind of trapped under the ground. Is she doing anything towards releasing any of that too?
It's,
Or she just mostly just beams light down in and lets it do what it does?
she mainly brings love and harmony and
Hmm.
helps create the grids that hold the stability of the earth.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. She does that for every week.
Okay. She asked some questions about the new Earth, by the way. Let's go down to that one. Is the event real? If so, what is it? Are we really going to ascend to 5D in this lifetime, or is it a long, drawn-out process that takes 4,000 years?
She should forget about that.
All right. Next case. Right. Why dwell on that, right? It doesn't matter anyways, because she's going to come back if she wants to. She's going to have joy either way, right?
She does her work. She doesn't need to not worry about external events. She's got her own work
Yeah,
to do.
right. Because she's still going to, and even after the event, she'd still be doing the same or similar work anyways, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, well, has a body scan been started on her? Do I need to wait and go talk to the higher self or something? I feel like I'm getting so late in the deal. Sometimes I forget to do that.
Right. Her body scan has been underway with Roshana May.
I thought so. Thank
Yeah.
you. All right, and so she'd like to get fully activated, asking if there's any possible activations, those that she doesn't even know to ask for, and would Jesus be willing to help with that? Seems like she's gotten a ton of activations so far today anyways, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, she wants to make sure that music is a part back in her life, that it's an integral part of her future, particularly singing, and she'd like to be part of her healing arsenal. Can this happen?
Yes.
We say yes, thank you. The voice can be tuned to 432, but the recorder cannot, right?
Right. Yes.
Thank you. You know, it seems redundant, right? Because I feel like we've gotten a lot of stuff answered, but it is her questions. I want to make sure they just get asked. So there we go, right?
Yeah.
The shoulder, I believe, has been addressed and healed, and there's darkness that has been taken out, and there's been light that's been inserted in this place. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. She had digestive issues for years, and I believe this is the same situation. It has been healed and has been replaced with light. Is that correct?
Yes.
The digestive system's good to go. It's going to be feeling much better. There's no food she needs to avoid or anything like that from here on out.
Processed.
Processed food. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you would like to say about best practices for her particular diet?
She's been doing fairly well. She eats a lot of fruit and vegetables, and she's doing.
Mhm.
She should continue doing that.
Okay. Okay. And I often hear in these sessions to eat lighter, like maybe more smaller meals.
Yes, if she can.
If she wants to, okay. And then one of the places we visit, I think they said she doesn't even need to eat at all if she doesn't want to.
Right.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. Okay, how about, and I think we already had the answer to this too, so but I just want to ask it. She wants to find a job or career that's not only going to pay her bills, it's going to allow her to travel, visit family overseas, help her daughter go to law school, and still be aligned with her soul purpose. Can we give me guidance on that topic, please?
No.
Is it too long of a question? Should I rephrase it? No. You guys already said though, it's coming, right?
It's not my domain.
Not your domain. Gotcha.
I'm here. I raise the vibration to unconditional love.
Okay. Well, you are doing a great job of that. We'll ask the higher self on that one. Okay, you know what? I think we are good. We answered all the questions. Is there anything else that you are you completed with what your mission was here for today?
Yes.
Okay. And I would just like to say thank you so much for coming by. You've brightened my day as well as Ursula's, I'm sure. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. It was nice laughing with you.
Thank you. You as well. Is there another place that we need to visit still, or should we just go ahead and start talking to the higher self now?
Just talk to the higher self.
Thank you so much. All right, I would like to ask at this time that the higher self be brought in. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Be there now. There is this Ursula's higher self.
Yes.
Hi there, and very nice to meet you. I'm sure you're every bit as bright and shiny as everybody we've been talking to so far today. It's been a wonderful trip. We really appreciate everything you've done to help facilitate this. Would it be okay if I were to ask you some questions?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I believe that the light scan has already been started and that you have been taking part in that as well this whole time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. I know we have received healing along the way at many different places from many different aspects of Ursula's self. Is the light scan, body scan still ongoing, or is it completed?
It's complete.
Thank you very much. And I will just leave that alone. We have some questions. It feels like most of the questions have already been answered. But first, this is the only one I haven't really gotten an answer for yet. She struggled financially most of her life, wants to get a job that is fulfilling and yet able to help her to achieve goals that she has for her family, her daughter. She wants to send her to school. She wants to visit relatives. What can you tell us on this topic, please, higher self?
We've been trying to keep her free from careers and pathways. We need her energy.
Mm-hmm. Some of these places are dense vibrations and they're distracting, right?
She wouldn't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
They are very dense energies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she does absorb a lot of energies from other people.
Mm-hmm. She an empath?
Oh yes.
Oh, does she not know that?
She does. She was always told that she's too sensitive.
Oh, okay. So the point of we're not trying to teach her lessons about not having money. We're just trying to keep her free to do the work.
Yes.
Okay. Of helping the planet as a whole, not just people or animals, that just like Gaia.
Yes.
Okay. And how's she doing on that mission? Is there anything else she can do to step up on her end? I'm sure she would be happy to.
She's fairly fully occupied with the work.
Okay. So her plate's full, and it doesn't need to get any more full. It doesn't need to get any less full.
She should take time out for herself. She tends to give away too much.
Mm.
She gives everything to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she sometimes doesn't have anything left for herself.
Mm. Okay.
She
Does she
should.
have a like a hobby or something she likes to do that would be good for that? Should she find a new one?
She shouldn't get hobbies because she's a perfectionist.
So it's counterproductive.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, because recently I was given the same advice: take some time for yourself, and I was thinking, well, this is what I like doing. Like I didn't. I was almost baffled. Like, oh, I don't know what to do.
Yes.
So I almost wonder if she might. I mean, I guess just go out and walk in nature, maybe.
Yeah, she can do that. It's not always conducive, not in where she lives.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah, I'm not
very
real familiar with it.
well, it's winter, it's very cold.
Right. Right. Right.
She needs to be able to say no to people.
Okay.
She takes on everybody's problems and tries to solve them for everybody.
So that's what kind of taking her time up. And if she wasn't doing that, she would just at least have time to kind of be at one with herself.
Yeah, she gave herself permission the other day to not do anything.
Ooh, for a whole day.
Yep.
Okay. And so that's just as good as anything. It's not you have to do something.
Yes.
It just has to be for you, whatever it is,
Yes.
and not for somebody else.
Yes.
But I mean, there's a time and a place for everything and a certain balance. We're not saying to go extreme to either end, right?
That's right.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very
I mean,
much.
she will always give of herself. That's what
Right.
that's who she is. It's what she does.
Hmm.
But she just must put herself as one of the recipients of that.
Right. She's every bit as deserving as everyone else that she wants to help. She deserves
Yes.
her own help as well,
Yes.
and her own love as well.
Yes.
Okay. Were there any other activations of any form that could be done for her other than what's already been done today?
She is going through a series of activations right now.
Okay.
The one that she started this morning
Hmm.
before she came here.
Oh, really? Was she aware of
That,
that?
yes.
Okay.
That one's going to take a while to
Okay.
integrate, and it will spur a lot of activations all by itself.
Right. So it'll be like a sort of a chain reaction type of thing.
Yes.
And when we say a little while, we're talking like hours, days, weeks, months, years.
This will take time.
Okay. All right. She'll know when it's done, anyways, right?
Well, the one that she's doing right now, it'll take her 3 days just to get over the energy part of it.
Okay. Okay.
And then it will take months and years to fully integrate all that will come from it.
Right. Right. Okay. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm sure it's going to be hugely beneficial to her to just know that on a conscious level like that. Much easier to deal with it
Yes.
instead of like that way you don't have to question it. You okay, this is what's supposed to be happening. I'm used to it, and I'm just trying to integrate,
Right.
process. Okay.
Right. Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Ursula's higher self. Just I want to make sure if there's any other questions that we had wanted to ask here. I hear that she's surrounded by angels. Is there any particular guide that she hears the most or would want to communicate the most or call on the most?
No, we speak
Okay.
to her as a collective.
Just the collective, like my team, she could say,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I hear a lot of people say it that way. Okay. In 2012, she had an emergency surgery. It was followed by a pulmonary embolism.
Yes.
Was there a point to all that?
Oh, yes.
Tell me about it. What happened there and what was it all about?
We were bringing her back into focus.
Mm-hmm. She was getting a little astray.
No, she wasn't astray. She's just she suppresses everything,
Mm, okay.
and she was literally suffocating.
Okay.
So,
Did she die?
yes, she did.
And she said that she kind of talked to God and said, "No, this isn't the time. I'm not ready for it." And then got sent back. Is that why she got sent back? Or is she going to get sent back either way?
No, she could have gone.
Oh, okay. So she had the option and she decided to stay.
Yes.
That's super cool.
She did not want to leave the mess behind.
Yes, that's what she said. Now, she at that same time she kind of lost her voice and then sort of got it back later. How does that tie into everything?
She had to know that her voice is a healing voice.
Oh, okay.
She had to know that there is more to her than what she presents. By losing it and coming back in a different, more powerful range, she knows that had nothing to do with her human physical form.
Wow, what a great way to learn something. That's really cool. And she was having questions about, I guess what we're hearing now is that her voice is currently tuned to 440 hertz, and she wants to know how to get it to 432. Can you give me some guidance with that? How to know when it's right? How to tune it?
She should get some chimes. She should get
what?
some chimes.
Chimes. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot somebody had answered that. Tell me about the chimes and the best use.
Well, she attuned to the 440 because she sang so much with the church and the instruments that were attuned to the 440. So what she has to do now is to sing, hear the notes with the 432 hertz scale.
The chimes are usually 432?
Well, she'll have to buy special chimes for this.
Okay. And when you say chimes, you mean like a wind chime? Like we put outside the house?
Chime like a metal bar that you hit with a mallet?
Okay. Okay. Oh, so she would only need necessarily like just one of them that's tuned to 432, and she can hit that and just get used to that and feel the vibration. It doesn't need to be like a whole bunch of them.
She can start that way.
Okay. I'm sure she'll know anyways.
But
she's going to feel it, right?
She wants to do the octave on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right,
So
because
the A note is 432 hertz.
A note is 432? Okay.
Yes.
All right,
And then
you
the
can
rest are harmonics from the 432.
Okay, so everything that's harmonic with A, like in an A chord, would be 432, and then she can go up or down an octave and still be at 432 as long as it's still A.
Yes, but she wants to add the other notes. The other notes are whole numbers too. So she needs, just like when you sing in the 440, you sing, like say in C major, you sing C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. She wants to sing the same thing, but she wants it attuned so that the A is at 432 hertz instead of 440 hertz.
So it's not like at 440, I'm guessing is a little on the sharp side.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm sure she'll understand all that too. She's more of a singer than I am. God, there's another question I wanted to ask about the singing. Oh, the light language. Tell me about that, and if there's any other messages we need to know about singing in light language, speaking in light language, anything else.
She can sing in light language. She knows how to.
Okay. And she just has to be in the zone and it'll just come to her and she can just channel it?
Yes.
Okay. And is there any particular benefit to singing in light language versus any other language?
It bypasses the mind.
Oh, okay. So then it pretty much automatically would be 432 hertz that way then, right?
Right.
Interesting. Okay. Probably helps to open up her connection with, I don't know, the universe or something to be talking in light language?
It's not just for her. It's for the person who hears.
Right, because it activates them in a way, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So when she's doing healing and she's trying to use music as part of the healing, she could use
Yes.
light language tones, and this would fit in nicely with her modality.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, just a moment here. We were curious about why there is so much abuse in the Catholic Church, why the church does not address this, and why they just move people to other locations where folks wouldn't know about them. Are you able to talk about that?
The Catholic Church has been infiltrated.
Mm-hmm.
Not all people in the church are evil.
Of course not.
But of course, negative energies have taken over the top echelons.
The top, okay. So it kind of filters down a little bit.
It's filtered down a lot. A lot of priests who entered the church had no holy calling. It was a place to hide.
Oh, okay.
And they've just been themselves, but they've used the guise of the priesthood as a cloak.
Okay. So it's not anything about being a priest that turns you that way.
Oh
You're
gosh,
already that
no,
way,
not
and
at
you
all.
just found you could hide that.
That's right.
Okay.
It's not about being a priest. The Catholic Church is not all evil. There is some very good truth and beauty in the church.
Mm-hmm.
And there are very genuine people and genuine priests
Mm-hmm.
and congregation members who
Mm-hmm.
it is a path to seek God, and they use it as such.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just as genuine as any other spiritual path.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the church has been infiltrated, and as an organization, it does look after itself.
Mm-hmm.
It will protect itself
Mm-hmm.
because it needs to, because it's again feeding off the darkness. There are some who feed off the darkness.
Mm-hmm. So in a way, they have to cause some pain to allow that to happen.
They would cause pain wherever they are.
Right.
They would.
Okay.
It's what they do.
Okay.
And it's unfortunate that it's been, they've hijacked the forgive him for he knows not what he does. They've
Mm-hmm.
hijacked that to justify hiding
Mm-hmm.
what shouldn't be hidden.
Right. Right.
It's different it's different to sin and not know, and to sin and to know. They are two different worlds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is sin with pure knowledge, and it should never have been hidden. It should have been rooted out of the church because it doesn't belong there.
Right.
It doesn't not belong there.
So if you are a priest that actually had a calling that came there and you're trying to do good, well, that's really got to put them in a tricky spot, huh? Because they probably see things that, or hear about things that they don't want to know about.
It's my opinion that priests who are genuine usually speak up.
They will speak up?
Usually they do.
Okay.
These things happen not because good people are silent. It's not true.
Mm-hmm.
These things happen because they will happen. They happen because wherever these people are, they will cause the same mischief.
Right, right.
They're very good at cloaking their actions.
Sure, that makes sense.
And they're very good at intimidating people who are victimized so that they don't speak.
So sad.
I know.
Yeah. We'll just take a moment here to send love to all the people that have been in that type of a situation, and all the people that the perpetrators and the victims. We'll send them all some love right now. I hope anybody that's watching will join in their time. All right, thank you, Ursula's higher self. Just a moment here. I think I'm all done with questions. Yes, I am. All right, is there anything else that you would like to tell Ursula today? Maybe the overriding message of this whole journey that she's been on?
It's time. Time is now. It's time to step into your power. Don't be afraid anymore. You don't need to be afraid. You have a whole host of angels around you. You can call upon them at any time. Not because you are in danger. You are not. You're protected. But just to know that they are there and they are more than willing to help in any capacity that you wish them to help in. So, be yourself. Be yourself. Trust in yourself. Know that you are love. Know that you are fearless. Know that there is joy inside of you and that you can express it. You don't have to hide your joy. Speak your truth. Take time for yourself. And just relax. And you can let go of being a perfectionist. You are more than enough.
Ursula's higher self, you're beautiful. So we don't want perfect to be the enemy of good, right? And what about the dragon, right? She could call on the dragon to help her too.
Her dragon's always there.
Always with her?
Always.
Oh, wow. That's super cool. Super cool.
And she should not be scared that she's going to breathe fire on people. She can. She can. But she won't. She's self-contained. She can hold that back.
Right. Yeah, that dragon's been a dragon for a long, long, long time. It probably knows what it's doing by now, right?
Oh, yes.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, what about other people out there that may want to connect with dragons or aspects of themselves that are dragons? Can you give advice to the viewing audience at home?
Yes. Just obviously surround yourself with a pillar of white light, as you would always do.
Say it a little louder.
Surround yourself with a pillar of white light, as you always do. And then just ask to meet your dragon. You can take. There is one who uses YouTube.
There's one what?
There is one who connects with dragons on YouTube. Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane? Okay.
She can take you through a guided meditation, but the main thing is just enter into a meditation state and ask to attune to your dragon. Your dragon is more than willing to meet you.
So everybody has one.
Oh.
And most people.
Most people who do healing work, yes.
Right.
Yes. Dragons are very, very loving beings, but they're very pure. And they quickly sense out deception. So you cannot come to them, you cannot meet them until you have cleared out any extra ulterior motives that you may have. You can only come to them in purity.
Right.
They will not meet you otherwise.
Okay.
But when When you have raised your vibration sufficiently, call upon them, because you will find them to be excessively loving beings
Okay.
and very healing beings.
Well, that's wonderful. Okay.
Yes.
Now I remember this is bringing to mind. I remember when I had a Qshi session, just like Ursula is having right now, and I saw a big black dragon. It was just standing there. It didn't do anything though. Can you tell me what that was all about?
And that's just cocoon.
Cocoon?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's saying that you are wrapped in a cocoon for the time being. As you are growing, as you're developing your angel wings, your butterfly or angel wings, however you look at it, you are wrapped in a cocoon. You are safe. You are getting time to grow, to develop your wings.
Oh, okay. So I can like be inside of this dragon in a sense and just feel safe and grow how I'm going to grow and know that nothing's going to like see me in there or whatever.
Yes, that's right. And
Oh,
you
well,
will
that's super cool.
emerge. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I was wondering, like, why would I see it and then it didn't do anything or didn't say anything? It was just there, you know. Okay, that really clears it up. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to be sure that is there anything that I have forgotten or that I should have asked for on Ursula's behalf that needed to be asked for? I would hate for somebody to say, "Oh, well, you never asked." Or are we complete?
She should know that all will be well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Wonderful to meet you today. Just a moment here.
It's nice talking with you too.
I
Yes.
hope she comes back again so I get to chat with you guys some more. Now, I would like to thank the Higher Self Collective, angels, light beings, everyone who came through in the session today for Ursula. Much appreciation is given for the information you were able to bring forward to help her. Wide awake now. Take a deep breath and let go. How are you doing?
Gosh.
Hello there. Oh, your face is so red now.
Oh my goodness.
Probably from coughing just there.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Yeah. What a journey. I got to blow my nose.
All right. Wow.
I got chills right now. Ooh.
Wow.
So much to unpack there. So much to unpack. I hope I didn't go over on time. You know, I said I always lose track of time. Man.
3:50 it said.
I don't even know when we started. So let's see here. We had Rashana May.
Mm-hmm.
We had Eki. Yeah. We had the Arcturian with no name for the Arcturian Council. And my personal favorite was Glory. Oh, she killed me, man. I could just spend all day bathing in her energy. What a cheerful son of a gun that was. Let's see, you can channel light language. When we went to the 12th dimension, the dragons from the 18th dimension. Oh, we should have gone there. Darn it. And somebody was from the 15th. I think that was probably Arcturian. I don't know. We're on Pleiades. We're on Sirius when they were fighting a war against Orion. Holy moly. Holy, what in the world? Talked about the music a ton. You know about that 432? They want you to get some chimes, and I'm sure you understand that part better than I do. And we talked in depth about it too, about how you go up whole notes and half notes and up an octave, down an octave. And you're tuned to 440 because you're always singing with the church instruments, which are all 440. So you got to match, you know what I mean? So kind of, I would say, ditch the recorder, Sorry about that if you love it, but I'm sure there's another similar instrument out there somewhere. But they seem to think you don't need one.
Right.
And if you were going to get chimes, that's your instrument now, right? And you know how people do with like those singing bowls,
Yeah.
like crystal bowls, like a wah 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 wah, boom, like that, right? Those would be good. And you could probably, if you look at some of the ways that people use those, because they use them like for they call it like a sound bath. I've seen people put people in meditations with those. I've seen people do clearing energy blocks with those, and I'll bet you there's a way to do that with chimes too. So just something I'm just putting the bugger in here. I'm not as smart as everybody else you've talked to today, but just throwing it out there. You know, the chimes, if nothing else, will get you tuned to the 432, and that's really what they're for. I will make you a video. You know, it takes me a few days. Just whenever I kind of feel the mode to do that, I'll send it to you before I publish it, just like I always do, and you can tell me what you like and don't like. I don't think there's anything in there that you would want to take out, but you know, it's up to you. In fact, I think there was a lot in there that's going to be really helpful to a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of people out there they go through fear and doubt and these type. I mean, these are really human emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we all have them to differing degrees. But there's certainly people out there that have even had more problem with that stuff than you are. So I think this is going to be really beneficial. There's going to be a lot of people that it's going to resonate to. You know, and I just hope that those people's higher selves bring them to it and see it. You know, and they get something out of it. Because it seems like every time I do one of these, somebody will contact me and say, "Oh, I just saw this video you posted 5 minutes ago." You know, right? And like, "Oh my God, it's like the best thing. Just hit me right here in the heart." You know? Okay, well, that's great because, you know, to me, you know, you get to help the person that has a session, and then there's always somebody else that helps.
Yeah.
You know, and the ones that seem like the people that always say to me, "Oh, that was the worst session ever, Kelly. I don't even know why you'd want to post it." It always touches somebody just the same as the one that we thought was the coolest one. You know.
Right.
So that's one of the neat things about it is you just never know what's going to hit, and so I say, you know, you post them all and let God sort it out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like, I mean, you received so many downloads and got rid of so much stuff, and all that was filled back up with light. Any of the dark areas, hopefully you'll talk to me in a few days and tell me that the shoulder feels great and the stomach feels great, and that's what I would love to hear.
Yeah.
Usually in a session like this, somebody will forge a better connection with at least one of their guides. I don't know, honestly, that we really talk to any specific guides. You know, we talk to so many, mostly aspects of yourself. Maybe Glory would be the one, I guess, of the bunch that would probably be a guide. But you know, we already know what she's going to say to everything. So, right? No point in asking her any questions.
It's like, just laugh. It's okay. Just laugh.
Good advice, though, right? Yeah, it was funny too because it was her that I happened to ask. Wait just a minute, let me open up my notes again that I closed. This is so funny. It is so funny. I'd like to know who I am, why I'm here on earth, what's my purpose, other than to love and serve. And she just laughed. She's like, "You already know the answer." Just like we couldn't trick him on that one. You couldn't.
I knew that too.
Yep.
The best thing with Glory was you actually felt from her side when she was answering these things. You felt it from her side, and like questions about like what she should do for a living. She was like, "Who cares?" It's like,
right, she doesn't have any living. What's that? Time? What's that?
I know.
Yeah, we were asking the wrong person for that type of advice. You're right. And on a few of them, she'd say, "Well, not really my department," but other ones, she would just laugh at us. That's a bunch of boring human stuff. What I'm like? Who cares?
It's so funny.
Yeah. But you're going to be able to access all these states of being in the future. If you ever, whichever feelings you want to have. I mean, do you have memories of what that battle looked like on Sirius? Do you remember that at all?
It just looked terrific.
Right, and there you were with the heart of a lion. You know what I mean?
I was a lion. I was a kind of, there was a kind of creamy colored lion, and I got called literally as one lion was racing to the battle. It was a male lion, much bigger than me as well, and just called me and said, "Come." And we just raced into that battle, and that lasted like seconds.
Just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't even ask why. You were just like, all right, it's go time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. That's bravery, right? That ain't cowardly.
Right.
Just go right in. Didn't even ask any questions. You were like, but, what?
No,
All right, let's do this. Yeah.
Straight in. It was like, okay.
Did what you had to do.
Yeah.
It's cool. And then you got the dragon behind you too, which is actually like another aspect of yourself, like a different dimensional version of you. You got Arcturians looking after you. You got Pleiadians. You got a dozen angels. You're on the freaking alchemical council or whatever it's called.
Oh, I work with the Alchemy Collective. There's
the Alchemy Collective. Yeah.
Yeah. I do that with Anna Larai Segal. Anna Larai, yeah. She does the Alchemy Collective every Tuesday.
Oh yeah, they said she does it once a week. That's why I was wondering what that was about.
Right, and she does the meditations every Tuesday, and we do intense grid work, to be quite honest. Sometimes we're like downloading energy into Mother Gaia for like 3 months straight. Like you get to say yes or no whether you agree to it or not. But so you'll start the process in the meditation, like with whichever beings have come in to help with the process. And then they'll say to you sometimes, do you agree to continue with this work, to hold this energy for the next 3 months or 1 week or different time periods,
Right. You're just saying the most extreme version, yeah.
Yeah, downloading the energy for the divine feminine, that was a 3-month one.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can say no. You're allowed to say no, but most of the time I say yes.
Is this like a meeting you go to, or is it like a remote thing like we're doing now?
It's online. It's every Tuesday online.
Oh, you got to send me something on that, will you?
Yeah,
I'd love to participate or at least know about it.
Yeah.
It may or may not be for me. I'll have to check my my pendulum and my guidance to see if that's what they want me to do. But I could certainly spread the good word if nothing else.
Right.
It sounds really interesting. So yeah, send me info on that for sure.
Yeah.
And then you can also send me on something on when you want to do the BQH with me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that's just it's just a little teeny part of what your modality is going to be. We're gonna call it Ursulaism.
Call it the glory modality. Call it the glory modality. Everybody's got to leave their lab.
The glory modality, okay. Yeah. I like it. And then if of course, if well, I still want to just be in contact with you just as much as I ever have been, really. So make sure that happens. Yeah. But also, if you ever need help or guidance with tech stuff or whatever, as you're moving, I'm certainly happy to help you with that and get you set up. If you want somewhere to release your stuff, if you want to make any videos, like say I want more content that's from varied people, from varied modalities. And if you come up with your own modality, I don't care. I'll showcase that just as much as any other one that you already know. Right?
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions for me?
I probably won't have questions for days.
Right. Yeah. So let it sink in. Do a little integrating and processing.
Right.
And, unpack it all. And anyways, I'm gonna go take a nap myself, I think.
Yeah, I've got to go read.
I feel like it was really long, but I don't think it was. But I feel a little wore out.
High energies there, so
it was high end. That's what it was, because everywhere we went, we got hit with a new energy from a different source, and I felt something everywhere.
Right.
whatever it was, and it's red.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and hey, don't forget to do some things for yourself, all right? It doesn't have to be anything in particular. It just means like the other day when you allowed yourself to do nothing, that was fine too, okay?
Right. I gotta remember that. I tell myself I've got to remember that, and I
I'm
always
seeing some
forget.
resistance right now.
You'll always feel
Do a
resistance.
thing for yourself, all right? You see that?